for this video, I'm gonna show you how to create this ghost flash transition. I'm gonna do it completely from scratch in DaVinci Resolve first. Then I'm gonna show you how to do it using my Rapid Movement V2 pack, which is currently 25% off along with all my other editing packs right on my website. Link will be in the description. Select your second clip, hold Alt, move up to make a copy. With the playhead at the beginning of the clip, I'm gonna move over about 10 frames. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. From here, I'm gonna split my clip and I open this part of the clip in the color page. I'm gonna go to the tab that says Magic Mask. I'm gonna click on my subject to select them. To double check my selection, I'm gonna turn on this mask overlay and select the rest of my subject. Then I'll track back and forward. I go over to the node tree and right click in empty space and select add alpha output. Connect the alpha to the alpha output and then turn off the mask overlay. Increase your radius and your blur radius. Adjust your clean blacks and whites as needed to smooth out your selection. Then go to this 3-dot menu, click, and then select render in place. I can now go back to the edit page. Now I'll split the secondary clip and these first 10 frames here at the beginning. I hit backspace to delete those. Now in order to take this selection into Fusion with the Magic Mask intact, I'm gonna right click and select new Fusion clip. Then I go into Fusion. Now with my Fusion clip selected, I'm gonna grab a transform node, go over to the inspector tab, right click and go to modify width and select atom curves. Click on the modifiers tab, change source to duration. You can change curve to custom. I'm gonna set scale to 1 and leave offset at 0. That's gonna create this zoom in animation. Going back to my curve, I'm gonna select this bottom handle here and then curve up, basically create an ease out curve. I'm gonna select the top curve here. I'll move it up to make an ease out curve. If you want with the spline tab open, you can select transform. You can further tweak the handles in the spline tab. I'm gonna go back over here now and actually I'm gonna create a bounce animation. So a little bit towards the end of the curve, I'm gonna create another point and I'm gonna move it up to make this little bounce animation. If you want to add more bounce, you can click to make another point and then adjust that handle to make it more vertical. Click back on the tools tab, go to settings, select motion blur and turn it up to 10. Now I'm gonna create a ghosting-like effect using the directional blur. Hit control space, type in directional, you're looking for directional blur. Once again, we're gonna use atom curves and go to length, right click, go to modify width, atom curves, click on the modifiers tab. Set this to duration, custom. So I'm gonna go to my curve and utilizing this little grid here, I'm gonna click right here in the middle. I'm gonna hold shift and then move this up to the top. Holding shift allow you to keep them basically moving side to side, basically lock it in there one direction. Clicking the empty space to unselect. I'm gonna hold shift again and grab this last point and move it to the bottom. Then my box select this top point and hit S to smooth it out. Then I select my far left curve, which is giving me this handle here, and I'm gonna turn it inward. And I do the same for the right curve. Then I go to the scale, I'm gonna turn it up. Then one more added touch, I'm gonna select the brightness contrast node, add it to my pipeline. I'm gonna right click on gain and once again use the atom curve modifier. But for this one, instead of setting it to custom, I'm gonna set it to easing. Then I select the mirror option. I'm gonna set scale to about 2 or 3 and set offset to 1. As far as the in and out curve, I'm gonna select shine for both of these and leave it as it is. So now you know how to do it from scratch and using Fusion. Now I'm gonna show you how easy it is to do it all from the edit page utilizing one of my editing packs. I'll go a few frames before the clip ends, about 2 or 3. I'm gonna actually split the clip there. I go to effects, type in RM for rapid movement. This is my rapid movement V2 pack. And I can create a similar effect with the Shake 2. Just drag and drop into the Fusion clip. And I'm done. Or I can delete this and create a number of other different effects. I'm gonna go to pan 1, add it to the clip. It's gonna be a little too strong. So what I'm gonna do is actually go to the inspector tab. I'm gonna change the angle on it. I'm gonna turn the blur scale down a little bit. Then let it render. This whip pan basically kind of like making a 360-degree rotation. So this kind of has your subject kind of going around twice. Or I can do something with the zoom blur. Drag and drop it on there. It creates this quick blur zoom in effect. And I can scale it up if I want to. So I go over here to zoom blur scale and inspector tab. I can crank this up. I can turn down the flash or crank it up even higher, make it even brighter.